Welcome to Dance Fit Biz Builders. I'm Orit, dancer, instructor, and proud owner of a thriving belly dance fitness business. And in this podcast, I'm giving it to you straight, sharing what it takes to kickstart and grow your dance and fitness business for the success you deserve. Whether you're a seasoned instructor, a passionate performer, or dreaming of turning your love for dance and fitness into a thriving career, you're in the right place. Lace up those sneakers and pull on those dance shoes and get ready for truth smacks, tips, and inspiration. Let's do this. Hey there, and welcome to episode 57 of the Dance Fit Biz Builders podcast. I'm Orit, your host, and this podcast episode is going to be a little different. It's still relevant to business, but it's about how you show up as a business professional, as an entrepreneur, how you show up to the world. And it really, really matters. It matters to your business. Yeah. So, as you know, these podcasts always come straight from the heart. So something happened the other day that just can't ignore, and I have to talk about it. And honestly, it's one of those moments that reminded me exactly why I do what I do and how I do it. So if you've ever felt misunderstood, if you felt judged, or even if you felt attacked simply for existing, then this episode is for you. So here's how it went down. On social media, someone mentioned my name as a person of origin. Right? They had asked, who is a person of origin that lives in the States that teaches dance classes, and specifically belly dance classes? She put maybe a list of 5 people, and I was one of them. And she wanted to lengthen her list. Okay? That's all she did. All she did was mention me. I didn't post anything. I didn't comment. I didn't say a word. I was just minding my own damn business. But somehow, me being on that list as a person of origin was enough to set people off. Now, let me be clear, though. This person who mentioned me, totally respectful. Nothing shady. It was just a mention. And like I said, I was quiet. I was peaceful. I was actually curious to hear about more people who are of origin, that maybe I can take dance classes from, right? But me being quiet and peaceful, that stirred something, right? It's wild. So here's how it went down. A person commented saying that she didn't mention my name, but she said a person on that list doesn't deserve to be on there because she assumes that I have a belief about something. Never really asked me, but just assumed, right? And then another person chimed in saying, oh yeah, people who believe that are this, and was calling me a certain name. And I'm like, what is going on here? It's so odd. And I brought this up many times before. I felt this from my community many times before. And it's a real, real shame. Since 1998, I've been doing my work. I've been putting my head down. I've been creating. I've been teaching. And I've been showing up. I've supported dancers over the years. I've gone to shows. I've lifted people up. Why? Because that's who I am. I never drag anyone down. I never humiliate anybody publicly. I just do what I love. That's it. And over the years, some people love what I offer and others don't. And that's totally fine. That's the game. That's life. But here's where it gets deeper. Look, I may or may not have a different perspective than you when it comes to certain topics or beliefs. I respect that. But there's no need to come at me with name calling. And why publicly? Why not just message me privately and ask, hey, is this what you believe? It's just weird that when I don't bark back at somebody publicly, that seems to be too much for people. Isn't that odd? They don't know me. They haven't seen my journey. They don't know my personal experience, my lived experience, but they've decided something about me anyway. And still, with all that, I didn't call anybody names. I didn't tear anybody down. I didn't start any of the drama. I was just quiet. But I guess what I'm saying is, it matters. I hope people see that. I hope the person who posted the original question sees that. And I hope others who read that post and saw the comments coming through see that as well. Why? Because it matters. I believe it shows what type of person I am, that I'm professional, that I'm respectful, that I don't tear others down. Look, I'm just over here building something rooted in joy, rooted in healing and community. Look, it might not be perfect. I'm not perfect, that's for sure, but it's purposeful and it's always from the heart. So guys, if you ever felt this way, misunderstood, you felt silenced, judged just for showing up as yourself, I want you to know that I see you. Look, we don't always have control over how people perceive us, but we do have control over how we show up. So, dance biz owners, I want you to stay rooted, stay kind, keep creating and keep building, and most importantly, keep dancing. All right, folks, thank you so much for listening today. And if this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And hey, if you're navigating your own dance biz or your own movement journey, please know that you don't have to do it alone. All right, folks, keep shining. I'll catch you next time. And go and kick ass.